Football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Oakland Raiders. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
We go. 180. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Raiders' 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Value one. Hey, box truck.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Single. Hey,
From the gun, here's Goff. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
We go tonight. Flag 20. 54.
Watch the run.
It's Coleman here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. The carry here for the big tight end. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
7, Raiders nothing. Ryan Suckup to kick off for Tennessee.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 55. Mike 55. I got it. Watch time. Watch time. Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 there. Alert. Journey call. 132 fight. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Ready. Go.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On first down, Franks. He gets this to Devontae Adams. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All day, defense, all day. Ready.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Okay, ready. Right there in the middle, 55. Who that? Who that? He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. What happened?
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Ready, go. Pilot 64, weak. Let's get off the field. Check, check, and go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, check. 80 weapon, 80 weapon. Hut, hut. Hut, hut.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, Allison. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, light. 55, high 7, let's go. 55 to Mike. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, got his right. Hey, we got 4 down. Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Check 52 to Mike.
Hey, Steve 6.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
Down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Let's go,
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shift. Chopper. Ready. 55. Let's go.
They run it with Jacobs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Let's go now. 60, orange. You ain't got nothing. Check 52. Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Franks. He's got Adams on the hookup. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Come on, set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check out. H3, 218. Chopper. Smoke. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, get in the weight room. 56 the Mike, boys. 56. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Franks. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Titans take over.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 37. Check 37. 14. Mike 5-2.
Go.
Get off the field.
Now it's gone. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Where's 52?
Out of the gun. Gone. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Coleman. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
11. Chester.
A shotgun snap for goal. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
17.
Gone. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. J.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Sack City, baby.
So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep. Ready, ready. And go.
From the gun, Franks. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Kill, kill, kill. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 24.
And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second
Here
quarter.
we go, here we go, here we go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
You got nothing to win.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. Hey,
they stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
exit.
On 1st and 10, Franks. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Set, 58, read. 55. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Yep, motion. Mark 55, Mark 55. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Franks. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's taken to the 26. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Cut. 180.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Turbo set.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Cut. 180.
Check 41.
Two. Small.
41 right.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tevin Coleman with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Defense wins championships, baby.
To throw on 2nd down, Franks. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They will run again with Coleman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
A loss of a yard on the play, and it's third down.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Goff now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's QT. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and 1.
Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. Second and a yard. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Check it back, check it back. Set go.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking to throw on second down. Franks. Open man is QT. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 40.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Franks. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Know your job. And go.
From the gun, Franks. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here we go, here we go. Check, check. Lucky, lucky. 80 weapon, 80 weapon. 24, check 24. Set hut, hut, hut.
On first down, it's Jacobs, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on second down. Franks, and he'll find Moreau here. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On third down, it's Jacobs, and he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
66, bullet high.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Tackles, tackles. Check 4, check 4.
Value 3, value 3.
52's in my
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, here's Coleman. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they hand off to Coleman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 3rd down, Coleman. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Titans, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.